Gavin's F1 stream starts in 2 minutes. It's nearly that hour, the chat's alive. Counting down, it's almost time. 2 more minutes, feel the heat. Gavin's voice is on the beat. From Monaco to Silverstone, every corner, every zone, we're strapped in, no turning back, racing hearts on the attack. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Gavin's stream is set to blow. Commentary fast and clean, it's the thrill of the F1 dream. Lap by lap he calls the fight, feel the rush, the speed, the light. Engine scream, the world's in view, and it all begins with you. Lights are red, tension's high. Gavin's got the play-by-play alive. Every overtake, every spin. 3 more minutes till we begin. So grab your seats, don't look away. The race is here, it starts today. With Gavin's call, we're on the line. It's Formula One, it's showtime. Grab your popcorn and enjoy my stream. Gavin's one stream starts in 2 minutes. It's nearly an hour, the chat's alive. Down, it's almost time. 2 more minutes, feel the heat. Gavin's voice is on the beat. From Monaco to Silverstone, every corner, every zone, we're strapped in, no turning back, racing hearts on the attack. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Gavin's stream is set to blow. Commentary fast clean, it's the thrill of the F1 dream. Lap by lap, he calls the fight. Feel the rush, speed the light, engine scream. The world's in view, and it all begins with you. Lights are red, tension's high. Gavin's got the play-by-play lift. Every overtake, every spin. 3 more minutes till we begin. Don't look away, stay serious. Gavin's here today. Gavin's grip, Formula One, showtime. Enjoy my stream. Grab your popcorn. Grab my engines wake the mountain there. Montmelo is waiting there. Every corner whispers fast. Legends built to make it last. Red and gold across the stands. Pure Speed Syndicate takes command. From the pit lane to the crest, we're here to put the track to test. Barcelona lights, we're burning through the night, chasing down the lap, fire in our eyes. Every heartbeat faster than the tide. Pure Speed Syndicate, this is where we fly. Turn 3 drags us to the sky. Slipstream shadows racing by. The chicane will bite, the crowd will roar. We're hungry, always wanting more. No fear when the throttle sings. Victory's a fleeting thing. But on this Spanish racing stage, we write our story page by page. Barcelona lights, we're burning through the night, chasing
fly down the straight, no chains, no end. The curve decides who breaks, who bends. Together we ride, we're not alone. Speed's our language, this track our home. Barcelona lights, forever we ignite. Pure speed syndicate, riders of the fight. Engines thunder, victory in sight. Barcelona calls, we own at night.
Soy nights, durado beating nights, most decent, very on the night.
Drivers, start your engine!
Engines awaken, the crowd takes a stand. Pure speed syndicate, burying the track. No turning down, there's no looking back. And over the noise, one voice breaks through. Gavin's calling every move they do. The lights are out and away they fly. Hold your breath as they scream on by. Engines roar in Spain tonight. Choices decide their fate. Ooh, look at that dive. He's risking it all. Gavin's voice echoes the moment and throws. With passion and fight, he tells the tale. Every overtake, every delirium sail. The crowd is alive, the chase is insane. This is the heart, the soul of Spain. Spain tonight. Scream, the sparks ignite. Spain tonight. History made in lane, the blinding light. Pure speed syndicate, legends remain, written forever on tracks of Spain. And as the checkered flag waves on through, Gavin signed off with the final view. They gave us thunder, they gave us flame. Your speed syndicate, remember the name.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this amazing Saturday night race in Spain. Just checking all my bits and pieces as I always do. This is Gavin Bass 1 coming to you from Spain in Catalonia tonight with the Pure Speed Syndicate is racing tonight. Chris, it's it's equal performance. It's a short quali and it's 33 laps here of the Spanish Grand Prix. Good evening, Miss Fitzjohn. Good evening, James. Oh my goodness. Good evening, Rock Robs. Good evening, Pulley. Uh, oh wow, so many people in saying hello. It's really, really lovely to see everybody um, in the Twitch channel having a wee bit of a chat before the race. Chris Poole, what a track. I love Spain. I quite like it too, Pulley, but it's a very difficult one to make gains on. One of those tracks that just, I would call it one of my bogey tracks, actually. Pulley, let's have a mega com streamed again, pal. Always, sir. Absolutely always. One thing from Gavin Bass, he will give you everything, that's for sure. He might be a little bit subdued in the qualies because he likes to save his old voice for the main race. But I'm going to try and be all over this like a rash tonight. I'm sure the lads have had their fish suppers and their roast beef dinners and their pizzas and their Chineses and their Indians and all the rest of it. And I'm sure they are all ready to get going here this evening. I'll give you a lot of statistics about the track and I'll give you some information about the driver standings and stuff in the break between the quali and the race. Keep you up to Domino's all the way. Go for it. I love Domino's, especially the thin and crispy with the extra mozzarella and the cheesy garlic bread. I hope that's what you're having tonight, Mr. Pulley. I've had an absolute blast of a week on comms. I can tell you it has been a blast. Out of the I think I'm doing 6 or 7 streams a week now for F1, and I'm telling you, at least 5 of them were absolute bangers. Absolute bangers. Oh, there's a big message in from John. I like Spain because I used what the rest of the other leagues. If I thought it was terrible strats, Spain starting on the hards, but I was able to get them turned on at the end. If you load. You're really good on the comms, mate. Wednesday stream was epic. Oh, thank you, Pooley. Thank you very much indeed. It's stuff like that that drives me on, to be honest with you. I only took the comms up there about 6, 8 months ago as a bit of an experiment. And now all of a sudden it has just gone completely mad. I'm even getting people in Australia and South America asking me would I do their comms. I've always tried to keep it clean and tidy so that kids can watch their daddies racing and dads can watch their kids racing. Try to stick to the facts and try to make sure that everybody gets a little bit of love in the stream as well, because we all get in there and we all get in their own little individual battles. And I try to cover that as best as possible rather than just following the leaders. I also got a contact from an Australian league, and it's the official F1 Ferrari Sim Drivers League, and they have asked me to do some commentary for them as well. But to be honest with you, I'm not too sure whether I'm all that fussed about it, because they want me to use their Twitch channel, their intros, and all that sort of stuff. So not too sure I really want to do that. It's all about building up my own channel and my own following. And these leagues in the UK are far, far better. I like the people. And you don't talk gibberish half the time like real F1. Poor Crofty's getting a hammer in the night again. Poor old Crofty. Well, anyway, it's getting to that time where the lads are putting their setups in their vehicles. They are tapping and tapping and tapping, and they're looking at what tires they're going to use. They're doing all the stuff that they always do, and they are obviously always looking for the little bit of advantage in their setups. Misfit John says, everybody, good luck tonight. James says, Crofty can be really annoying. Pulley says, you know your staff, that's what makes it a good stream. Oh, you know your stuff. That's what makes it a good mate. I always commentating, not a pause at all. Oh, thank you very much, guys. Honestly, Sid, good evening to you, Sid, and thanks for the comms, Gav. You know what, Sid? It's my pleasure, buddy, and have a good race and enjoy everything going on tonight. At least so far, it looks like it's not racing, and that always is a good sign, because a lot of the lads don't like the wet, because they're pussies. I hear them all meowing all the time about the rain. Oh, I don't like the rain. There's the Raging Hawk in. I don't know if you saw the intro, Raging Hawk, but you were a matador tonight. You were teasing the bulls. Good evening. I hope you're not having too stressful a weekend with all of those kiddies around you. But as always, it's Saturday night, it's PSS, it's Pure Speed Syndicate, it's Spain, it's Catalonia, it's dry, and here we go. We're going to go down the drivers and give you an idea about who's going to be on the track tonight. In the Red Bull, Dirty Taffy, I have no grip, driving the Racing Bull this evening. Sid in the Mercedes, OG Swiss in the Aston Martin, LFC James, the 14-year-old who is improving in the McLaren, the Kick Saba of Rock Robs this evening. Good evening, Rock Robs. Pohiski is in the Alpine, Andy is in the Williams. Another great fella, Andy, always in contact with me and very knowledgeable and very, very helpful. Etherbright driving the Haas this evening, and the lad that I took out this afternoon for a test drive has got himself a reserve seat tonight. So brilliant to see 21 cloves of garlic in tonight. I'll tell you what, there'll be no vampires in his house. Then you've got MRB, and he is in the Racing Bull. Then you've got Montiesto, and he's in the Mercedes. Fostinier is in the Haas, and Thatcher's feeling wrecked tonight because he's been attending grandsons and stuff today. The grandson's first birthday, I believe. Thatcher's didn't even realise you were a granda. Maybe you're just as old as Uncle Gavin. Maverick driving the Williams. Hydrogen in the Ferrari. Daniel in the Aston Martin, and Bruce Hunn out in the Red Bull this evening. So let's see if we can jump on a lap, and I'm going to go on with Taffy. And thank you very much, Taffy, for looking after the lobby this evening. And I hope you have a fantastic race. Going round the right-hander, and off he goes up the hill with a little bit of ERS assistance, I would say, getting the best of the speed out of the Red Bull. He's decided to go out on the medium tires for his first stint this evening. It's one quali and one quali only, and it lasts about 20 minutes in total, so not too much room for error as the Red Bull then heads up towards the right-hander, the left-hander into the right-hander, and then swings down the very fast downhill section towards the start and finish line. I'm really glad the kids are being good for you, Raging Hawk. I hope you've time to watch the race tonight. Could be a banger. Here we go, over the line he goes, and it's a 1:14.662, and Dirty Taffy sets the standards for the evening and just gets completely obliterated by over 1 second, or just in around 1 second, by the Haas driver of Etherbyte with a 1:13.539. So there you go, it's all off. Here comes I Have No Grip, over the line he goes, and he puts it in P2 with a 1:13.917. Sid's on a lap, so let's ride on board with Sid in the Mercedes. Come on, Sid, get her over that line, a 1:15.310 for you. OG Swiss is out there in the Aston Martin, coming down the last section into this very, very fast, delicate right-hander he goes, and over the line. Let's see what he does. Maverick 1:13.299 puts it in provisional pole. OG Swiss puts it in 10th position with a 1:15.539. On with LFC James. Let's see what the young lad can do tonight. He's jumping into the pits. He's not happy with his outlap. So Bruce is in my seat as Raging Hawk, hoping for good points here. Bruce Hunn, I don't think I've done commentary on Bruce before, and I wish Bruce the very, very best of luck this evening. Over the line very soon, 1:13 for Pohiski, and he puts it in provisional pole with that deadly 1:13 on the button. Is there a 1:12 in the tank tonight for the Pure Speed Syndicate drivers? Spun in the gravel at turn 4. James, turn off your Discord, turn off all other aids, get those little eyes focused on the screen, and don't worry about telling anybody what's going on. Focus, 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 focus. You'll do very well, young man. You will do very well. Andy puts in a 1:38, so he had issues on his lap, and I'm on now with Rock Robs. Driving the kick Salba tonight. Raging Hawk says B Daniel, BZKR, Montes and Bruce. Are they all new drivers tonight, sir? On the Montiesto, driving the Mercedes, on a lap. He gets impeded. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He'll not be a happy boy, impeded there very badly. Not to worry. On with B Daniel. He is in the Aston Martin and he's on a lap. He puts a sector 1 in of 21.978, which is quite a respectable one. Now, Hawk, listen to me very carefully. Don't you be coming on here and giving me a hard time about my memory. My memory is amazing. I do remember you're Welsh and you were born just outside of a little town in Scotland somewhere. Don't know who impeded him. Get back to your haggis there, Hawk. Are you able to watch the full race with us tonight? All my rock robs. Love you, buddy. Absolutely love you. On with rock robs, round the left-hander. Needs to get this one really tight. Come on, rock robs. Another guy who always gives me lots of chat on Twitch, and I really appreciate that. Come on, buddy, get her over the line. Let's see you in P6 here. P17. Let's see who else is out on a lap at the moment. Let's see if Hydrogen is in the mood to give Gavin a 112. If anybody can do a 112, it's Hydrogen, but he's decided to go in on the 65-inch TV now, says Chris Poole. Hope the sound bar's on, buddy, and the intros came across loud and clear. On with Taffy, he's trying to batter a 114.662. At the end of Sector 3, he's coming down that old hill. Who dares not to break? Dirty Taffy dares not to, and over the line he goes with a 114, and that's a lovely lap, putting him in P9. On with Sid. Driving the Mercedes, trying to better that 115.310. Let's have a look at his Sector 2 time, top right-hand corner for anybody who's watching. We're looking for improvements here of maybe 1-2 tenths. Let's see what Sid can do. Round the left-hander he goes, up the hill, squeeze out the RS, get the maximum out of this right-hander. Over the DRS zone he goes. All eyes, top right. What's he got? He's a second up. So I can see this lad being in and around P3 if he continues on. Oh, he gets it squirrely and ruins the lap. He's going to have to dive into the pits. He's hardly going to continue with that lap, is he? Oh, he is. He's sticking with it. But he's not going to get the P3 that I thought he was going to get. P13. He was on such a fast lap there. He really, really was. On the Faustini. Welcome on board, sir, in the Haas. Really nice to have you on board. Very respectable lap there for Faustini. He's driving the Haas and he's just put in a 114.515. So incredible little lap there for one of the newcomers this evening. I think he's a newcomer anyway. Let's see what Andy can do. Can Andy better that 116.554? I think he can, and I think he can do it substantially. Andy gets a 13th position with a 114.474. 7 minutes to go in the quali, and I'm just going to go through these drivers to see who's on a lap. Let's give Cloves of Garlic, who's just put it in P1. This is the lad that I done a test drive with this afternoon, and I must admit I was very, very impressed with his driving. Really, really good, smooth driver, and he has just put in a 112.501. So he's the first guy this evening, the newcomer, 21, Cloves of Garlic, keeping all the vampires away from his household and his children and everybody else that he's got. He has just put in a 112.501. Pure Speed Syndicate drivers, take note, cloves of garlic's in the house. Let's go on with OG Swiss. Aston Martin driver. Yep, agree with you, Raging Hawk. As long as they keep out of trouble, those two lads will be up there. They always are. But look at this 21 cloves of garlic, lad. He's half a second up on Podolski. So, like, that's pretty incredible. What are you asking me, Hawk? Or Pool? I wish I was racing. Not too late. I can get you in anytime you want. Wish I was racing, says Poulet. Hawk says me too. And can he be my permanent teammate, please? Of course he can. Speak to the boss. The boss is online. Speak to him. He's probably had a few beers, so he'll definitely say yes. James and 21 cloves of garlic in the same team. They are the vampire killers. John, come on, boyo. Give us a lap, sir. Oh, anytime, Pooley. Anytime at all. Jump in. Oh, he bounces into the pits. John's just not happy with the setup, and he's leaving it very late to put a lap in. Let's give Thatcher some love, because Thatcher's has had a very exhausting day. Amazing commentary already. Cold brew. What about you, Cold brew? Lovely to see you. First time I think I've ever seen you on here. And you are more than welcome. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, and come and keep me company any night of the week. You are watching Pure Speed Syndicate on a Saturday evening, the main race of the weekend, and this is going to be absolutely amazing stuff this evening. '17th position for Thatcher's. Yes, Pooley, I know I'm all over you like a rash, buddy. I know exactly who and what you are. And I must send you just a copy of all the different leagues that I do commentary for. And if there's ever a night that you want to jump in and I can get your reserve seat, I'm sure everyone will make you more than welcome. They're a great bunch of guys here and they love their racing. 21 cloves of garlic still holds that P1 position. Let's see who is on a lap and who is trying to knock him off it. Let's go on with, let's see, Maverick. Maverick's retired, sorry. I have no grip is on a lap, so he is trying to better a 1:1:12.847. Or he's just put it in P2, sorry. Me bad, me not concentrating. I'm just doing a few wee adjustments with my software at the moment, so bear with me, lads. Bear with me. That lovely piece of work that you did for me, Hawk, and for your league and all the other leagues that you are teamed up with. I don't know what the heck I've done, but every time I try to play it, it plays upside down. So forgive me for not playing it tonight. In the break, while the lads are readying up, I will play just the intro again or something like that, just to fill the time. I'll also be giving you lots of track facts and bits and pieces about things that we all need to know in terms of driver standings. So I'll be doing all of that this evening in the break, and I really, really look forward to making myself a triple espresso tonight while I'm getting ready for the main race. Cloves of garlic, 112.5. I have no grip, 112.8. Pohiski, 113 on the button. Only half a second between the top three, and there's only a cigarette paper between that and Maverick. LFC James, look at the lap of that young lad. Here is a young lad, 14-year-old, who is starting to make a name for himself in the sim world of F1 racing, and I don't think there's anybody that wouldn't be any more delighted than Raging Hawk and myself, who have both been giving this lad a lot of encouragement. He has matured. He has stopped putting the car into the walls to a degree, and he is now starting to settle down into a really, really tough competitor in this league for everybody else. Maverick, you need to get your shit together, is what I'm being told here by Raging Hawk. The newcomer is making you look like a fool. He's now put in a 112.321, has this Cloves of Garlic guy. So, now I'll let you into a little secret. We did a 14-lapper earlier, and he binned it, and Uncle Gavin could have beat him, but Uncle Gavin went into the pits, and he decided to put another set of tyres on because he wanted to track round the back of him to make sure he was a decent driver. Then we went out on a five-lapper, and to be honest with you, I was struggling to get onto the back of him. So Cloves of Garlic is definitely one to watch. We are very near the end, and I'm just going to quickly run down. Cloves of Garlic 1, Have No Grip 2, Pohiski in the Alpine 3, Maverick in the Williams 4, Montiesto in the Mercedes 5, LFC James, another cracking job from him, 6th position in the McLaren at the minute, Etherbite in the Haas 7, Hydrogen 8, Bruce Hun 9 in the Red Bull, MRB in the Racing Bull 10, Rock Robs in the Kick, he is 11, Andy A 12 in the Williams. The Aston Martin driver of B Daniels is in 13. Faustinier is in the Haas in 14th. 30 Taffy, the lad that put the lobby together tonight, and thank you very much for that, 30 Taffy. P15 for you in the Red Bull. John DT is in 16th at the moment in the Ferrari. OG Swiss is in the Aston in 17th. Sid in the Mercedes in the 18th. And the Alpine of Thatcher's back there in 19th tonight, but he has had a really tough day at the office. So that is the end of your qualifications for this evening, and all the drivers know to give it a 5-minute break now, just to get everybody an opportunity. There are all your positions, Raging Hawk, all there for you, so you can flick through the stream at any stage you want and get all of that. While you're doing that, I'm just going to show you the little intro that we put together again for tonight's race. Enjoy.
Engines wake the mountain air. Montmelo is waiting there. Every corner whispers fast. Legends built to make it last. Red and gold across the stands. Pure Speed Syndicate takes command. From the pit lane to the crest, we're here to put the track to test. Barcelona lights, we're burning through the night. chasing down the lap, fire in our eyes. Every heartbeat faster than the tide. Pure Speed Syndicate, this is where we fly. Turn 3 drags us to the sky. Slipstream shadows racing by. The chicane will bite, the crowd will roar. We're hungry, always wanting more. No fear when the throttle sings. Victory's a fleeting thing. But on this Spanish racing stage, we write our story page by page. Barcelona lights, we're burning through the night, chasing down the lap with fire in our eyes. Every
That's me back. That's enough of the bullfighting for this evening. That's enough of the matador. And that was the Raging Hawk teasing those bulls. This is Pure Speed Syndicate on a Saturday evening in Spain. This is Circuit de Catalonia, 4,657 kilometres long, 14 turns in total, 8 to the right, 6 to the left. The pit stop lost time tonight is 22.2 seconds, and that includes your 2.2 or 2.5 stationary time. Safety car probability this evening is 38%, and the virtual safety car probability tonight is 25%. Husky's leaving the championship at the moment with 133 points. Ryan's in second with 123. Raging Hawk is in third with 112. Hydrogen is in fourth with 110. Rossi WOW is 81 points in the Racing Bull. Emery Boz, Aston Martin, 77 points. And you can go on to Twitch or Discord and find out all the rest of those details whenever you need to. We're at the starting grid, waiting on the lights. Here are your tyre situations before they go. Lots of guys on softs, lots of guys on mediums, and just John DT trying the hard one tonight. And that could be just a really good effort from that position on the grid, P16. He's going for the long stunt, and we're just waiting for the drivers now to ready up. Dirty Taffy and Hydrogen didn't park their cars particularly well, but here we go. Pure Speed Syndicate, Spain, and it's the 5 green lights, and they're away. Bang, off they go. And it's 21 Cloves of Garlic who definitely gets the very best start this evening, and I'm going to follow them all down into turn 1 to make sure that there's... Oh, look at that Ferrari. Oh my goodness gracious. Hydrogen makes a terrible move there and takes somebody out along with him. Don't know who it was, but that was not a good start for Hydrogen. But 21 Cloves of Garlic right out there in front at the moment, and I'm just going to go down them one by one until everybody settles down and try and get any incidents that the stewards might be wanting to see. But that one definitely will be under review. But it's not my place to pick holes or make any comment on whose fault it was. I think it was obvious. Might have been, not too sure. Not too sure it was a Ferrari. It might have been John B. It was actually. I think so. Not too sure. Inside move being made there by the Alpine. He tried it. But look at Hydrogen. Hydrogen's right in there. Yeah, it was Hydrogen because he's got a broken wing there. He's definitely got a broken end plate. So he may have to pit early. And yep, Hydrogen goes in. On with John B. Did he get any damage in that incident? No, he didn't. So the lads will want to look back on that start just to see who that was. But the only person that seemed to get damage was Hydrogen. So leave it all with you guys. Not my station. In we come with the McLaren of 21 Cloves of Garlic. He's out front and he is 1.2 seconds ahead of I Have No Grip. He's out of the DRS zone, and that's very important. But just have a look at Maverick sitting in second or third position now, in that Williams. And off he goes. He's going to try and make a move. DRS has been enabled, and we are now in racing mode. For anyone tuning in, this is Pure Speed Syndicate on a Saturday night in Catalonia in Spain. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is round 10 of 12 rounds for this season of the championship. And it should be a very, very good race. Let's go on with B. Daniels. He's definitely looking to make a move here. And look at this, the Aston Martin on the outside of the kick. It's a drag race down here into the right-hander. Who's going to do it? Looks like the Aston Martin's got position on the track. He's going to squeeze the corner, and he gets it. And that kick just has to back off of Rock Robs. Rock Robs hanging into the back of him. Absolutely super stuff there. Wee bit of Thatcher's going on here as well. Thatcher's takes OG Swiss in the 13th position. So whatever sort of day Thatcher's has had, he's had a decent little start on the grid. Let's have a look at the position changes. B. Daniels, 5 up at the moment, 6 up for Sid, 6 for Thatcher's, 3 up for Everbite. And this is a really, really decent start. Hydrogen and Montiesto have had a bad start to the race, but it's a long race and it will go, and they just need to stick at it. Let's ride on board with LFC James. He's got a good start in 7th position. What tyres did he go for? Let's have a look at these tyre situation. He's going for the mediums, so he's going medium hards. Or I think 33 laps. He might have to do a 2-stopper. 1:16.027 for Pohiski. He just knocked the Cloves of Garlic off the top spot there in terms of lap speed. The Aston Martin of D. Daniels is now chasing down these two lads. This is a great little race going on here for P6. The Red Bull of Bruce Hunn is holding the McLaren off lovely. Nice position on the track and really doing a good job holding these two cars out of the zone where they need to be. Dirty air is bad here, says Chris Poole, and I totally agree with that comment. On with B. Daniels, he's definitely wanting a bit of that McLaren. Oh, he's got pace out of the corner and he's going to say goodbye to James and does so. Gets rid of that McLaren and puts himself up into P7, and he's now going to track down Hun. James, just keep it nice and tight and keep it clean. You'll do okay, sir. Who else is battling? Let's go on with MRB. He's in the Racing Bull and he's trying his best to make some sort of a move on Sid here. He's jumping into the pits. That's why he's got a front right-hand end plate missing. So unfortunately, MRB is making an early pit stop to get that changed. But he's on the soft tyres and he'll definitely jump onto the hards now, I would have thought, and go for a long stunt and try and get himself settled into the race. On the LFC again, trying to find the battles. And definitely a battle going on here between these lot. On the Maverick. So the Cloves of Garlic is right out there and he's keeping all the vampires at bay. If he keeps going like this, he's going to call into Greg's and get 2 sausage rolls with red sauce and a bacon bap, because he is starting to get away and they don't want him to get away by too much. 1.3 seconds is very easily brought back in again. So he is not just comfortable yet, because I Have No Grip in the Racing Bull is right in there, second place, and Maverick is doing what Maverick always does and hangs right in there, and Maverick is just playing the patient game and he will hang in. But look at Etherbite, he's never far away either, and Pohiski in the Alpine always there and thereabouts. MJ missing the race, very unusual, always late but normally turns up. Who's MJ? Can't remember who MJ is. On with James again. Sorry, I'm trying to just find the battles. Look at the difference in this racer. He's now got 78% of his battery. He's sitting in 8th position, and he's now starting to manage his races far better. But just as I say that, he gets a 3-second penalty, and that could be crucial at the end of the race. Penalties are starting to happen, and there you have it. 3 for James, 3 for Thatchers, and Montiesto has got a 10-second penalty, and so has John D. On my OG Swiss. I really am losing my voice, lads. Really badly. It's been a really, really serious... Yeah, it's been a serious week of racing. There's somebody ghosting. That looks like Thatcher's is ghosting. Let's see if I can give him an invite back. Thatchers, if you happen to be listening, I've just sent you an invite. You seem to have glitched out of the lobby. Okay, your stop situations are all here, and now it's time to run down the drivers in their current positions. In the McLaren P1 is 21 cloves of garlic. This is the lad that just joined the league today in that beautiful papaya and bright silver outfit of the McLaren. Absolutely going very well. He's now down to a second ahead, so the lads of have no grip and Maverick, Racing Bull and the Williams of Maverick chasing him down. Etherbite in the Haas, P4, he's right in there. Pohiski is only 1.6 seconds behind that in the Alpine. The Aston Martin of B. Daniels is in P6 and Rock Robs is in P7. LFG is still in P8 in the McLaren. Andy is now up to P9. Really good position for Andy. Sid in the Mercedes is P10, Thatchers is P11, and John DT is in the Ferrari in P12. Bruce and Montiesto down there 13th and 14th, Hydrogen in the Ferrari's 15th, MRB is in the Racing Bull in 16th, and OG Swiss in the Aston Martin. All these last 7 guys have all made stops, and some of them 2 stops. Fostiini is in 18th in the Haas, and right back at the very back there is Dirty Taffy, and it looks like there's a Red Bull now ghosting as well. So let's jump on with the top 6. This is where the action just is starting to going to happen now. I Have No Grip is in there, Maverick is in there, Etherbite is right there, and Pohiski is trying to get there. So these top 5 guys are going to be in a battle very, very soon. LFC James tracking down Rock Robs in the kick. Can he make a move on the start and finish grid? If he can, he needs to be getting right onto the back of the gearbox here and absolutely sucking the exhaust fumes out of the back of that kick so that he can get the downforce and the straight line speed on the straight, which he's just doing quite well. I think there could be a move here, and we could see LFC James going up into 7th position. Rock Robs, I don't think, can do too much about this. 78% the battery, and DRS, ERS all employed here. It's an inside move he's going to make, and he's going to make it stick. Oh, yes, he does, just about. He gets the P7. Nice move by James. Who else is fighting? Rock Robs obviously is fighting him, but just let's go back on to the top 4 again. Look at the gaps coming in closer and closer, and we are going to be in a really, really nice DRS chain here for the top 4. On the Montiesto here in P12, let's go down to him. He's right in there, and he's trying a move on the Ferrari of John D. Oh, there's somebody in the middle of the track, and there's a caution. Who was that in the middle of the track? It was Sid, and Sid is in real big trouble here. Yeah, I was a bit nervous too. I thought he was going to cut him clean off. But he done brilliant. Let's have a look at the front of this car. Doesn't seem to have any damage, so he might have got away with it, Sid. But he looks a bit squirrely out there. Riding on board with Montesio. A nice little inside move, as always, round the right-hander, tucks it in front of the Ferrari of John DT. All he can do is follow the leader here in this particular case and just get in together. Here comes Etherbite. He's on the back of the Williams of Andy A, and Rock Robs in front of him. Oh, he makes that look awfully easy. That Andy A just, I think, more or less let him pass there. That was a nice bit of race etiquette, to be honest with you, because Etherbite is definitely really fast here at the minute. I hope that ghosting car doesn't cause any problems. Under the tyres. So LFC James is now on the hards. Thatcher's is out on a set of new hards. And everybody else, 3 laps for Bruce Hunn in the Red Bull there. He's out on 3-lap old mediums. So those 11-lap old mediums for the top 5 guys are all going to start to show a lot of wear now. And all eyes on the race leader at the moment, who's 21 cloves of garlic. And he's right out there now with a 1.6 lead in this race. I don't think he's going to get too many more laps out of these medium tyres. It's going to be medium hard, and it'll be hards right to the end. Absolutely fabulous grid tonight. 19 drivers, no DNFs at the moment. Yes, I will indeed. Send me our link, the link to the race, buddy, the Twitch link. The Twitch link is in Discord in general chat. I put it up there live whenever it went live. If you need anything else, just shout. Look at Maverick. Maverick is stalking. He's driving along there with his cross and his stake, and he's going to drive it through the heart of the Vampire Slayer, who is 21 cloves of garlic in the McLaren in P1 at the moment. The garlic's not going to put Maverick off, and it's not going to put I Have No Grip off, and it's not going to put off Pohosky. Absolutely no way. But look at Andy A. He's down there in 7th, and he is not far behind. Bastianini has just got himself a little warning there, and 3 seconds for it. So the penalties are going to come into play on the LFC James. What's he trying to do now? He is trying to make some positions up on hydrogen. So he's racing well tonight, and he could just get himself a top 10 easily here, and possibly a top 6. What is that link for, Hawk? Just let me know what that link's for. I'm not too sure what you're trying to tell me there. PSS Discord for Chris. Oh, for Pulley? Yeah, absolutely, no problem. Good driver, good clean guy. Oh, he'd be more than welcome in this league any night, and that you can guarantee that from me. I've known Pulley now for about 5, 6, maybe 8 months. He races in Revolt Racing League on a Wednesday night. Good driver. I must say Hydrogen is doing a really, really good job fending off LFC James here in the McLaren. The top 3 guys have pitted. There you go. They're all in the pit. Here they're coming out. All 3 of them. There they go. Absolutely beautiful. So Cloves of Garlic is now on the hard tyres, and he's going to come out in about P4 or 5. No, he's not. He's going to come out in P2. Absolutely beautiful. Gavin gets that completely wrong, but Etherbite now in the lead on 4-lap-old soft tyres. Strange little strategy going on there by Etherbite, but I'm certain that he knows exactly what he's doing. On with Bruce Hunn, P8. He's in the Red Bull, and he's chasing down B. Daniels in the Aston Martin. So let's just see what Bruce Hunn can do for us this evening, and can he make any moves. Let's jump down to Andy Allen. Andy's trying very hard to give John DT a pass here, and he's just done it beautifully. And that Williams just goes flying past there, and that is in 14th position now. And I think there was somebody off track there. Did that Ferrari of John have a bit of a spin there? Then you've got Thatcher still ghosting. Don't know what happened to Thatcher's. On with Have No Grip, P4, Racing Bull. Into the right-hander he goes. Him and Maverick are shaping up to be having a decent little battle here. Etherbite is out on the lead at the minute, but I have no cloves of garlic. The 21 cloves of garlic lad, he's on 1-lap-old hard tyres in P2. He's in a very, very dominant position of this race. It's going to be between 21 cloves, I have no grip, and possibly Pohiski this evening. I'm not too sure that soft tyre strategy of Maverick was the right one, but anyway, we will see as the time goes through on the race. So let's go down the drivers on the track as they stand at the moment. We'll also have a look at the position changes. So have a look at Etherbite at the moment. 6 positions up. 6 positions up for B. Daniels. 4 positions up for OG Swiss. And 3 positions up for Thatcher's at this moment in time. And Maverick just puts in a 1:15.871. So Maverick is starting to cook. And the cylinder heads on this little Williams car are starting to heat up, and he is really starting to get some pace. So let's run down them. Etherbite in the Haas. In second is the McLaren of Cloves of Garlic, and he's now in the 1 second zone, and now in Etherbite's DRS activation zone. Maverick's now 3. I have no grips 4. Pohoski in the Alpine is in 5th, and Montiesto is in the Mercedes there, and he's in 6th place. 7th place is B. Daniels. Bruce Hunn is in P8, and in the McLaren, still P9 there is LFC James, and he's having a solid and very steady race, and long may that continue. Hydrogen in the Ferrari, P10, and Rock Robs, P11. MRB is in 12th in the Racing Bull, and OG Swiss down in the Aston Martin there, P13. But he's 4 positions up before he started. Andy A in the Williams, P14. John DT, P15 in the Ferrari. Sid down in 16th in the Mercedes. And Thatcher's in the Alpine, still ghosting. He's out of it. Faustini in the Haas down in P18. And Dirty Taffy, unfortunately, the host of the evening, right back there. Just shows you whenever you're the host of a lobby, sometimes the whole pressure of getting the lobby together distracts you from the race. And I think anybody who hosts lobbies would fully agree with that. Pit stops going on at the moment from Bruce Hunn, and he's now in the pit and he's making a stop. So let's see what the stop situations are. The stops all have been made, and 2 stops for Faustini and also 3 stops for Dirty Taffy. So I think possibly the tyre strategy here at the moment, the guys on the hards have definitely... Yeah, he is ghosted. Yep, he is indeed. He's out of the race, surely. So let's try and find a battle. There seems to be a battle going on with OG Swiss. Let's see if he's doing anything in this Aston. Here he comes. Into the left-hander he goes. He's right on the tail of this Red Bull now, and the Red Bull of Bruce Hunn is under severe pressure from OG Swiss, although he is on 0 lap old hards, and he should be able to defend off the Aston Martin. Lap 19 of 33, and anybody just tuning in, I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is Pure Speed Syndicate Saturday night league race in Spain, round 10, and we are in Catalonia in the dry weather, and quite a decent race going on here. But right now at the moment, 21 Cloves of Garlic is the newcomer to the league, and he is the race leader by quite a shot at the moment. 3.5 seconds to Maverick. On the other bite, Heather's trying to make a move now. He's on the back of LFC James, who's now got himself up in the 6th position. Unbelievable improvement in such a short time for the McLaren driver of LFC James. He just needs to keep his head, he needs to keep his maturity, and he just needs to keep his track and race awareness the way it is at the moment, and he's definitely an improver. But he's got a very fast guy coming up on his tail at the moment in the Etherbite, and this might be just one step too difficult for James to hold this lad off. James has any sense, if he's any sense at all, he might just want to let this guy through and just get into his slipstream and follow him all the way, because he'll pull him round. Maverick in the pits, P4. Coming off those soft tyres, and he's going to put on the hards. Definitely a very, very strange strategy, but I'm sure Maverick knows exactly what he was trying to achieve from that. Oh. Just keep it tidy, Jamesy. Might be, Hawk, it might be. Oh, Maverick just gives James a tap there. Thankfully, nobody was affected there, but there was definitely a little tapping job went on there, a little bit of contact. Maverick's in a terrible hurry. Don't think James did anything wrong whatsoever there. Thankfully, nobody was affected. On with Bruce Hunn. He's in the Red Bull and he's chasing down Andy A at the moment for that 9th position. So it's Red Bull versus Williams on the straight. Can that Red Bull get the DRS pull on the Williams of Andy A? And can he make the inside move? He's going to try it, that's for sure. Oh, he tries it. And they definitely give each other plenty of space round there. The Red Bull goes ever so slightly wide, and the Red Bull takes that position of P9. Now, the penalties, let's look at those. 3 for James, 3 for Rock Robs, 3 for Hydrogen, 6 for John, 3 for MRB, 3 for Sid, and 3 for Thatchers, 3 for Fostanini. So there's a bit of penalties going on here at the minute, and they will definitely play a part in the final grid orders as they come over the line. Fostini gets another one, and he's now up to 6. Position changes once again, one to be wanting to look at. B. Daniels, 9 positions. Really, really good race by the Aston driver tonight. B. Daniels, right now, having a fabulous race. On the Maverick. Makes a beautiful move on the Haas. Makes that look easy on the outside, but the Haas is taking the inside. They're side by side. No DNFs whatsoever, Hawk. Absolutely not. This is a race that you should be proud of. Your league are doing you proud tonight, and this is viewing at its very, very best. On the other bite, Ether's chasing down Maverick, and we've got a race going on here. Decent little battle going here, 11 laps to go. Spain, Catalonia, Gavin Bass 1, Pure Speed Syndicate, Saturday night. And this is round 10, and it's a good one, and it's dry. Hydrogen trying to make a move now in the Ferrari. Let's see what he can do. Up the hill he goes. He's on the back of Bruce Hunn. He's going to try and get the DRS activation very shortly. Bruce gets that a wee bit squirmy, and the Ferrari is all over the top of that little mistake. But he's rescued it well. Sid gets a 3-second penalty, and he is now wanting that. Oh, he's wanting that position so much, the Ferrari driver. And I think he's going to get it on the start and finish grid, but he needs to get closer, and he's getting closer. The Red Bull is history. Absolutely. I think the Ferrari's going to make the move here. Let's see. Round the right-hander they go. The Ferrari's going to get the DRS. He goes quite wide there. Opens up the wing. There's the wing open. But look at that. Bruce Hunn squeezes the button and says, no, Ferrari, you can just stay there at the moment, sir. On the other bite. Nothing much happening there. Let's go on with Andy. Andy's tracking down Montiesio. Oh no, Andy goes very, very wide there. He goes onto the gravel, and he's just looking for coins. While he's looking for coins, MRB just goes past them in the Racing Bull, but no coins found. But he's got himself back onto the track, and he's settled himself down. Come on, Andy. We lost the concentration there, buddy. On the other bite. He's trying again. Tracking down Maverick. Some really good performances here tonight. Look at Hydrogen. Outside move on the Red Bull. Makes it stick. Round the right-hander he goes. P9, Hydrogen, Rock Robs in front of him now by quite considerable space. LFC James in 7th position. And LFC James is running a very, very clean race. He's got nobody in front of him, nobody behind him. And what he just wants to do is get the head down now and just put in some solid laps. On with Thatcher. Oh no, I'm not going to go on with Thatcher. He's ghosting. So I'm trying to find the battles. Looks like Bruce Hunn might be wanting to have a wee go here at the Ferrari of Hydrogen again. So let's do a roundup. Let's have a quick look at the tyre situation first of all. So there just might be a tyre change up to be had for B Daniels. There's the tyres now. I just was in front of you there. Got it before you asked. So 21 cloves of garlic out there on 10 lap old hards. There's going to have to be a tyre change. I have no grip. 10 lap old hards. Pohiski, 10 lap old hards. P Daniels, 13 lap old hards. Maverick is on the tyres that he's going to finish the race on. So yes, there is definitely a good move being made there. But if these guys jump on to the softs or the mediums for the last 5-6 laps, or maybe just the mediums will do them rightly, it's going to be an absolute bull race to the very end. Absolutely no problem. Maverick in the Williams, B Daniels in 5th. He's into the pits. So here's the first of these changes, and these lads are going to jump in now and get the final tyres on for the evening. In they go, and on go the mediums. Nice pit stop, and off he goes. Brilliant stuff. Off they go. And we have got ourselves one hell of a race here tonight in Catalonia in Spain. On the Monte Esto, he's having a wee look at Bruce Hun, P10 in the Red Bull. Just doesn't have the pace on this part of the circuit, but he is definitely stalking him. This is a move just about to be. There's pace in the Mercedes. Absolutely flings it into that right-hander. LFC James gets another penalty. Now that could be costly because he's got Rock Robs behind him, and the penalty situations are now starting to become critical. So LFC James, if Rock Robs gets behind you by 3 seconds, you are going to lose your 6th position. So you got to get the pace on, and you've got to get the concentration going and stop getting the penalties, or you're going to lose track position. On with a wee... Oh, look at this little move here. That was a nice move. Bruce Hun was taken by Monte Esto in the Mercedes, and Bruce is hanging in on the very, very back of him. LFC speeding in the pit lane. Oh, no, 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 no. LFC James will be throwing the dummy out of the pram. Round the right-hander he goes. It's an easy mistake to make. Keep the head up. Keep going. It's only 10 seconds. Have we got a move here? Yes, we have. It's a beautiful move too, and Bruce Hun takes that position of 9th place, and he's now going to track down Hydrogen. But right on the back of him, he's got Monte Esto, and he is trying very, very hard in this Mercedes. James is on it again. What? I know, yeah. Coach Gavin, LOL, you should ask him to coach you, bro. I'll coach anybody. I don't think I'm any way fast or anything, but I do know what I'm doing. And if anybody wants to up their speeds a wee bit, please just DM me, and I'll be more than happy to take you for an hour's lesson. And you just might learn a few things in that hour that might give you a second a lap. I got 3 seconds a lap off James in Bahrain just by showing him a few little techniques on manual gears. So, you know, James is only on his about 3rd or 4th race now on the manuals. So let's, anybody at all that wants a wee bit of help, just shout. But we're going to ride on Bruce Hun. This is not about Gavin Martin. This is about Bruce Hun. And he's just done a fabulous overtaking move on that Monte Esto Mercedes. Absolutely brilliant. P9. Cracking battle going on here for this position. It's about the only battle really that's close at the moment, apart from B Daniels is starting to get close to Rock Robs, and that might be one just to watch. I think Rock Robs is about to lose his position, and I think that B Daniels is just going to take it, and he's just done it. Inside move. Oh, nice one. And he goes there, P6, and he'll just run away with that now. 3 seconds for Rock Robes for outside track limits again. So the penalty's chalking up on the Bruce. Bruce is still trying to get his own back on Monte Esto and that Merc. And let's see if he can do it. Yes, he can. Here goes the inside move. Unbelievable speed and pace. And look at the McLaren right behind him. Isn't it interesting? 21 cloves of garlic in P1, Have No Grip P2, Hohusky P3, Maverick P4, all in the positions that they started off from the start of the race. Etherbite P5 in the Haas, B Daniels is in P6 in the Aston, Rock Robes in there with the Ferrari of Hydrogen right behind them. But let's just look at Hydrogen trying to make the move here, and he wants that position of Rock Robes. Rock Robes is going to lose this. The Ferrari has pace, and he's going to have the DRS. This is going to be an easy move. It's goodbye, Rock Robes. Sorry to see you, buddy, but there's nothing you can do about this. Ferrari P7, Rock Robes P8, Bruce Hun P9, and they're having a little battle. Bruce Hun just took Monte Esto back there in the Red Bull. So he's just put the middle finger up and said, you know what, you might have tried it, but I got it back. Here comes James. I've got a feeling that James is driving angry, and that's not a good way to drive. So if you're listening, James, stop the angry driving. Yes, you got a 10-second penalty. Learn from it. Come back again next week and just forget about it. You've done brilliant, and you're doing brilliant. So don't drive angry, it'll get you nowhere. MRB in the Racing Bull, he's in 12th. In 13th is John DT. In 14th is Andy A in the Williams. OGK Swiss is in 15th in the Aston Martin, but he's ghosting. Thatcher's ghosting. Vostinier is in the 17th position. Sid has DNF'd, and Dirty Taffy right back at the bit, but digging in and continuing on with the race. And you know what? That says an awful lot about a driver who just digs in. On with Monte Esto. Inside move. Will he try the switchback? He really should try and cut in there, but he's not got it. The Red Bull of Bruce Hun. Look at that. McLaren. So if you're listening, James, don't do anything daft. You're carrying 16 seconds of penalties and you're going to gain nothing, only a crash, if you try to take these two guys out on a silly move. So just take that into consideration. It hasn't been your race. You've had a really good race, but it hasn't been your race. So there's no point racing them. Hang in there. On with the leader. From the very start of the race to the very end of the race, 21 cloves of garlic, brand new to the league today. I had the pleasure of doing the test drive with this lad, and what an exciting and what a fantastic example of a first race this guy's having. He's a welcome addition to Pure Speed Syndicate on a Saturday night, and I'm sure he would love to join us on a Sunday as well. But what a final lap he is going to put in here that we will all enjoy watching. Let's ride on board with our winner and our leader tonight. Also penalty free, and without doubt getting my Driver of the Day award for every single reason that is obvious here tonight. New to the club, new to the league, doesn't know anything about the other guys on track, takes the win from P1, puts it on pole position, and does what he has done. Brilliant, absolutely, driver of the day for Gavin Bass 1. Wee bit of a last-minute dig going on with Montiesto. But they're just forming an orderly queue, and we're just going to take them all over the line. And here we go, on with your race leader. 21 cloves of garlic, round the final right-hander. There's a Haas sliding all over the track. He takes the P1. I have no grip coming round the corner now. P2 in the Racing Bull. P3 is Pohiski on track in the Alpine. Here comes the Williams of Maverick. P4. The penalties are going to start to play some part of this race now. But round the corner in the Williams comes Maverick in P4. Bang, over the line he comes. Here comes Etherbite in the Haas. And over the line he goes. Then becomes B. Daniels. A fantastic race by B. Daniels as well. Hadn't it been for 21 cloves of garlic, he'd have got my driver of the day. Hydrogen, P7 in the Ferrari. Over the line he goes. And here comes Rock Robs round the final right-hander. And he is booming away here. Nice little position of P8 for Rock Robs. But will those penalties play havoc? Yes, they will. They're going to knock him down to 10th place. Montiesto 9, Rock Robes now 10, LFC James is now in 11th at the moment, and MRB over the line. And there you go. All the statistics is there. Cold Brew, P1, woohoo, GG. Thank you for the commentary. You're very welcome, sir, and do come back another time and give me a watch and enjoy. Celebrations all round from our new guy. It happens, James. Get over it. Don't dwell on it. Learn by it. Just brake a little earlier the next time. Game lagged and I went too fast. I don't think it was the game lag. I think it was your brake. I don't think you pressed it hard enough or early enough, Jamesy. Don't be giving Uncle Gavin those excuses about lags. That's bullshit, buddy. Race winner, 21 cloves of garlic. Montiesto, absolutely fastest lap. And the driver of the day is B. Daniels by the game. I would have agreed with that, but 21 cloves of garlic is my driver of the day. Most overtakes, B. Daniels, and Pohiski is the cleanest driver. There are your finishing positions that I want to run down for the lads. And there is your incidents for anybody who needs to look at them. All done. So what a race. What an entertainment. Misfit John, appreciate you, Gav. Cheers, Gavin. LFC James. The love is coming in. Sid, thank you very, very much for your comments. It's honestly, I know I say this time after time, it's the friendship and the appreciation and all of these appreciative comments coming through on Twitch that really drives me to make this such an entertaining night for everybody. What I'm actually trying to create, lads, and I just love the fact that I know you guys are going to jump off now, maybe get yourself a beer or a coffee or a bowl of ice cream, sit down, enjoy the intros that I put together. It always gives you a little bit about the country before the main intro. I always pick new songs. I try to keep it exciting. I try to change it every week and keep the boredom away. And to know that you guys are going to sit down and enjoy that just makes my clock tick. Absolutely makes my clock tick. And I'm just so glad that myself and Raging Hawk got together by absolute fluke, and we've formed a really, really good little partnership together with owner and commentator, and we've got a great understanding of what we want to achieve on our streams. And Hawk knows exactly what he wants to achieve in his leagues, and he wants to achieve consistent, reliable and clean drivers. Simple as. That's all he wants. And I think tonight showed that we're starting to really, really get there. So congratulations to every single driver out on the grid tonight. Big thanks for Hawk. I don't think anybody knows the amount of work that he does behind the scenes to try and keep this league in the real professional order that he's keeping it in. So a massive shout out to him, his stewards and the admins behind the scenes, and well done to everybody. So on that note, I'm going to say good night, and I believe we've got another race tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. for the World Cars, where everybody gets to display their talents once again. They also get to display their beautiful liveries, and they also get the opportunity to have another good race. So on that note, happy Saturday night to everybody, and enjoy the little intro once again, where you get the Red Bull aircraft. You get a wee bit of everything here. You get a bit of rock music. Good night to you all. Very best, Gavin.
Drivers, start your engine!
Under the sun of Catalonia's land, engines awaken, the crowd takes a stand. Pure speed syndicate, burying the track. No turning down, there's no looking back. And over the noise, one voice breaks through. Gavin's calling every move they do. The lights are out and away they fly. Hold your breath as they scream on by. Engines roar in Spain tonight. Tires gleam, sparks ignite. Your speed syndicate chasing the flame. Victory calls, remember the name. Slipstream battles down the main straight. Split-second choices decide their fate. Ooh, look at that dive, he's risking it all. Gavin's voice echoes the moment and throws. With passion and fight, he tells the tale. Every overtake, every delirium sail. The crowd is alive, the chase is insane. This is the heart, the soul of Spain. Spain tonight, tires scream, sparks ignite. Your speed syndicate chasing the flame. Victory calls around the need Fahrenheit. Gavin's words paint the hero alive. Who takes the lead? Who dares to dream? This is the power, Spain supreme. Engines roar in Spain tonight. History made in lane, the blinding light. Pure speed syndicate, legends remain. Written forever on tracks of Spain. And as the checkered flag waves on through, Gavin signs off with the final view. They gave us thunder, they gave us flame. Pure speed syndicate, remember the name.